pop it out, pop it out. Come on, work, 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 work.
3, 4. How many you doing? How many you doing?
That'll way to hang in there. That'll way to hang in there. Get in that end zone. Come on, he's not gonna hurt you. He's not gonna hurt you. Hands, hands, hands.
I want you to pop your feet, pop your feet, pop your feet. Make contact. Pin to the hip. Put ourselves in trail technique. We're not losing any ground. You lose ground. Where can we get beat, man? Come on, kiss him. There you go. Good. Right there. Good, good, good.
Head, base, head up, base, base. Excellent.
It don't make a difference. Spot the ball, put it down any place. Play anytime, anywhere, any place. Home, away, it don't make a difference. Put the ball down, we'll play.
Year number 2 for Virginia head coach Mike London and his staff is about to begin in Charlottesville. Training camp is complete, and the finishing touches are applied before the season opener against William and Mary.
Well, obviously the expectations of being a different team. We are a different team, and every year you're a different team. You're a new team.
The top 20 recruiting class now on grounds, London is committed to putting his talented newcomers to work.
6-2, I know you can't help but notice Terrell and Jennings out there. They're quick and they're fun and they're making good plays, so I'm sure we'll see more of that.
I'm real enthusiastic about the young guys that we have right now. Look forward to improving each day with these guys. What was the play?
361.
361? So you're backside, you got the hitch. It's more intense because you're going 150 miles on every single play.
Being a receiver in college, you run a lot more, We're up and down the field every play. Each play has a lot. You're going deep. You have to go all out, and just work hard every rep.
Come on, young guns. Let's go, young guns. It's college football. Welcome to college football. Let's go.
If quarterback is the most exposed position on the football field, then all eyes will be on veteran All-American Chase Minifield and untested first-year Demetrius Trey Nicholson.
Just taking out the Chase Minifield and following him and watching him every day is getting me better. It's been a great experience for me so far, being around the guys. They're very accepting of us first years, and we're just out here having fun and working hard all in one token.
Clearly, the 2011 Cavaliers feature a mix of explosive rookies and reliable veterans. The uncertainty facing Virginia continues to be at the quarterback spot. 4 inexperienced signal callers shared time in training camp before sophomore Michael Rocco emerged atop the depth chart.
We coach each other and we get on each other when we make mistakes and we push each other, but we're friends and we all want each other to do our best, and we root for the team to do well, and whatever quarterback is up there doing well, we root for the team to do well.
Let's go, let's play fast, in and out of the huddle, gain some momentum. How about this group right here, get some momentum going today now.
Green. That's it, good. Good shot, that's it, right.
Freshman David Watford has also moved up the ladder. The Hampton, Virginia native appears to possess a good blend of size, strength, and mobility.
Hey, think about your play beforehand, okay? I got 9.99. I want cover 3. I don't see cover 3. I got cover 4, okay?
So quarterback, we want to snap it while he's at the tackle.
Dave is a young guy, and you can tell he's an athlete. And he's got a lot of potential, and he's still learning the offense, and he's still improving. But you can tell he's explosive, and he's got that aspect of his breakdown, be able to have his 4.4 speed out there and make a play out of nothing.
the opposite side of the ball, team captain and vocal leader Rodney McLeod may be considered the quarterback of the defense, having started 20 games during his career. McLeod brings both knowledge and passion to every assignment.
It's an honor and a privilege, to be selected as a captain of the University of Virginia. A lot of great players that came from here. Happy to be out here and leading the team.
Hey, y'all got that four-way. Trojan, four-way. 30 to 10, 30 to 10. 6. Hey, 6-3. Hey, watch the bunch. Yo, four-way. Make our mark right here, man. Let's go.
Building relationships, that's always, key. And as a captain, you want to do that. Build a lot of relationships within the team.
What up, D? There you go. Contain, baby. Contain. Keep bringing that championship effort, man. Every play. ACC champs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
People are the greatest asset in the building of a program, and several key support staff positions have been filled within the McHugh Center. In January 2011, Evan Marcus, one of the nation's most respected strength coaches, returned to Virginia after a 4-year stint in the National Football League.
All right, fellas, listen up now. It's a long season. This is the time we need to be at our strongest. There's no maintenance phase. You're going to see that you can get stronger as the season wears on. You got to get strong, fellas.
First thing that strikes you was the size of the guys had gotten a lot smaller. The first thing was getting them to just understand that there were standards to be set and you had to hold that standard. It didn't matter who you were. The standard went to everybody. If you're a minute late, the doors were shut and you were kicked out. I knew what my target, my mission was when I got here. It's very free weight dominated, very platform oriented work.
Up. Come on, 2 more, you got this. Up. 1 more. Drive up fast. There you go, make it look like.
I've always said that the strength coaches are always kind of those hidden guys that don't get a lot of credit for the success.
Come on, Rob, come on.
We had Manual Labor Friday, and every Friday was different. It was just a series of stuff that we did outside. Just hard, grinding, manual labor things. Guys just had to compete. They had to do things that made them very uncomfortable. They were hard.
Shoulder now, 4 shoulders. Up on your shoulders, 1.
Everybody talks about maintaining their strength, and I never believe in that. This is the time of year when you're at your competition, you need to be your strongest, and there is no maintenance. There's no such thing as that here.
Also returning to Virginia after spending 4 years in the NFL is former Cavalier great quarterback Marcus Hagans.
Marcus is still a young man. He has a passion and energy for the game that, that's incredible.
Back out, Oski. Back out. And bump over with the motion. Cover 3. Get deep.
The main thing that I can give day in and day out with my eyes closed is my energy, my passion, and my hard work. In the process, just learning what it truly means to be a coach.
Put my corner right here. Don't let none out of you. Contain it. Corners at 4, safety's at 12. Corners at 4. Free safety. Running with the man in motion, all right? Cover 0.
He played in college. He's not too far removed from having played in the NFL. So he still has that connection with the players that have an opportunity to say, listen, this is how you got to get it done.
Boy, you better get drafted in football, because you ain't gonna make it nowhere else in life.
On August 9th, former Cavalier All-American and first-round NFL draft pick Ray Roberts was named Director of Life Skills for the Virginia football program.
Ray is a guy that was humble beginning, had academic issues where he almost was out of here. I had people that reached out and grabbed him and said, no, this is the way we're going to go. Turned him around to where he was successful academically, and then he got his football part of it together also and played tremendous, had an opportunity to play in the NFL. Played several years in the NFL. When the NFL was over, became a high school coach, became a businessman, became a motivational speaker, was in business for himself, all those things. And so what he brings is the transition from high school to college, from college to the NFL, or from college to the workforce, and then from the NFL to real life or to the workforce. And so when he talks about it, he's lived it.
I just love to see young men get an opportunity to be successful. And if I can be a part of that, if I can play a part in that, and be able to help them understand how to first take advantage of this university, how to incorporate themselves into the culture of the university first, and then into the football program. That's my view of it. Because if they can take in all that the University of Virginia has to offer, then they will cherish the time that they get to spend as a football player here.
In just a few short weeks, Roberts has already made a positive impact on the program in a number of ways.
I've had a lot of guys come in, some guys that are graduating that know that NFL is not in their future, and they're looking for, what are they going to do next? And those are the types of questions I'm here to help them answer. We've had other guys come in that, that just need a little kick in the pants a little bit to kind of get them going. I've had a few guys come in and want to know how to be leaders, which I think is important. A lot of times we get these athletes, and whether they're seniors or they've accomplished a lot, and we put them in leadership roles, but we haven't taught them how to lead. And I know Coach London likes to have a team full of leaders, so I've taken it upon myself to bring in a couple guys and just teach them how to lead. And it's not all about getting in someone's face and screaming and yelling and rah, rah, rah all the time. Sometimes it's just a little pat on the back. Hey, let's get this done. Hey, you need a little bit more time. Hey, catch the ball, look it in. Like little things like that. So I've been able to get in front of a lot of guys that way.
As a coach, you hear about all these things that are going on. You just keep trying to inform the players. You keep trying to influence them. And you keep trying to surround them with people that can make a significant impact, and he's one of them.
The athletics department also welcomed sports psychologist Jim Bowman to its staff in May to provide coaching and support for student athletes to enhance their participation and performance.
Psychology of a lot of the players today and issues that they're dealing with. You can choose to go old school and put your head in the sand and ignore it, or pass them on to another outside entity. But thankfully the athletic department here said, listen, we realize that there's a lot of components to a player being successful. And believe it or not, nowadays a lot of it has to do with some of the off-field actions and decisions, and having a person like Jim who, whether it's the sports psychology of it, dealing with family issues, personal issues, help navigating the players through their way of thinking is critical. Before, maybe you tell the kid he wasn't tough enough and you kick him off the team, or you wouldn't deal with the kid's issues and they would blow up and balloon into something else being affected. I might talk like a doctor or play one on TV, but in real life I'm a football coach. You have to rely on the professionals that do what they do to help these players.
Bowman developed a full-service sports psychology program at the University of Washington and has also worked for Washington State and the U.S. Olympic Committee.
He's at practice, he interacts with them, they see him now. And the other thing is, it's of a confidential nature also. Once you get a young man who's defined what his issues are, then there's an outlet, there's a person he can talk to, and because of the confidentiality, Jim doesn't come back and say, hey, this guy, but there are ways that he can help me deal with off-the-field issues with players by communicating, by nonverbal communication. There's so many different coping techniques that he's given me as a coach that has helped me, be a better coach and a better person and a better father, because I turn around and I try to use them on my own kids now.
The building of a program in many ways happens away from the football field. There are several significant projects that will take place in the near future to help enhance Virginia's facilities. Georgia Tech, Auburn, and Duke have already opened up indoor practice facilities within the last month, while Clemson, Florida State, and Virginia Tech have announced plans to build their own versions soon. Well, Virginia's not going to wait. UVA plans to build its own indoor facility over the second practice field adjacent to the McHugh Center. The university secured a lead gift of $5 million in June 2011 for the $13 million project. With the fundraising effort underway, the athletics department will be seeking approval to move forward with the project at the next Board of Visitors meeting.
When it's inclement weather and you have no viable alternative place to go practice, it's difficult. The interruption of not having some place to go, to practice, to continue on for the players to get better, starts to affect your efficiency, starts to affect being able to execute. I can go on and on about the importance of it being in college coaching now for over 20-something years. The ability for young men to see where they're going to practice, to not stop or impede the progress that they have once you've started practice, to continue to develop, whether it's in season or off season, because of inclement weather. Those are critical things in the total development of the player. And then recruiting is such a large piece to it. Hopefully now the last couple recruiting classes here being reflective of the type of young man that wants to come. After a while, you have to be able to show them that these are the things that are also going on here and the reasons why you should come, not because of the great education and the great staff, but you look around and you see that the commitment made to building a program to where it needs to be at a sustainable level.
To meet the demands of Evan Marcus's strength and conditioning program, the McHugh Center weight room will receive a facelift. Strength training stations and state-of-the-art video displays will be added, and the graphic design elements in the room will be updated.
What we try to do is provide them with the best training for their development. And one of the ways to do that is to upgrade things periodically, to show kids that there's an investment into the weight program here, that we're always trying to do things for the betterment of the athlete. And I think what we're looking to do with this facility will really show the kids that we're on the forefront. We're not just always playing catch-up. The kids will have the best possible training facility that we can provide them.
The work doesn't stop at the McHugh Center, however. Scott Stadium's seldom used Football Hall of Fame will now be transformed into a private space for Coach London to meet with recruits and their families during their time on grounds.
It's important that you bring a family in and you talk about the hopes, dreams, and the aspirations of what they can accomplish here. It goes back to with the indoor. It goes back to all the things that you can show the players the benefit of what they'll have outside of the great education, the people that are surrounding them, and now the facilities that speak to the aspect of let's be champions.
One of the cornerstones of Mike London's program is involvement in the community. Cavaliers conducted their second annual bone marrow drive in the spring. They've been involved in school programs and have addressed numerous fans and supporters. Mike London also makes sure the players learn of things happening outside of the Charlottesville and university communities. After a recent scrimmage, Kevin Mincio and Matt Sori of the Team Jesse Foundation shared their story with the team.
On 9/11, he was a senior vice president at Goldman Sachs, a big investment bank in downtown Manhattan. Kevin wants the towers come down and resigned from his position at 31 years old. Went from being one of the youngest VPs at that bank to one of the oldest enlisted men the Army had seen. He wanted to make some sacrifices, and he did that and fought for what he believed in and was deployed to Iraq, and that's where the story starts.
You know, the Team Jesse Foundation is based on friendship. It's based on a promise that I made to a soldier, Staff Sergeant Jesse Williams, who was killed in Iraq by a sniper on April 8th, 2007. Before the deployment, he said, if anything happens to me, will you look after my daughter? And she was 1 month old when he left. And I made a promise to him that I'd look after his daughter if, God forbid, anything happened to him. You know, I shook his hand, I looked him in the eye, I didn't think anything would happen, and the worst happened. You know, friendship is a really important thing. This is the best country in the world. And you guys look around, look at these facilities, and I know you're all talented. You're all talented individuals, all Americans probably here, best player in your high school, best player in your state, you know, everything. But I tell you, without freedom, you know, that talent's nothing. You take there's great athletes that live in other countries that don't have the freedom that you guys have here today. So if I can make an impression on young people, just, you know, I beg you not to take that for granted. If you see a soldier in uniform, maybe today or wherever you go in life, just remember that they sacrificed to give you your freedom. If you guys can find a way to do your job every single play, every single minute of football game, but collectively, if you all did that, didn't give up on everything, you guys would win more football games, I guarantee you that. Good luck this season, go Hoos.
Bring it in, we're gonna break this down here. Let's go. What a perfect message this was, man, about brotherhood, about family, about laying it on the line for the guy next to you, all right? And these guys played the ultimate sacrifice for that, all right? So be proud of who you are, be proud of your country, all right? So we get one holler in here, ACC champs, break it down there. Have a good evening, take care of yourselves here. 1, 2, 3,
ACC champs!
It's game week in Charlottesville, and the start of the 2011 season against William & Mary is just days away. William & Mary, a preseason FCS National Championship contender who beat Virginia 2 years ago, was the primary subject on Mike London's mind at his weekly radio show.
I've been on both sides. You know, when I was at Richmond, we played Duke and beat Duke, you know, there. The last time I was at Richmond, when we came to Virginia, it was going into the fourth quarter, 0-0. And, you know, so you can't take any team lightly because, you know, there are players over there that want to compete and want to play in a big venue. And, you know, here, these guys, we have to play to the best of our ability because no one's going to lay down for you. You know, it's proven year in, year out, the FCS teams that come in and play well against BCS teams. So we just got to take care of the ball, distribute the ball to our playmakers, run around on defense, make good plays, and then, you know, rely on our kicking game and our returners to flip the field position for us. And it's a matter of us now, you know, with a new team, new mindset. We view this game as just another game in a line of important games for us, particularly for us this year, this season.